Hello everybody and welcome. I'm NegPrimer and we are streaming Knights of the Old Republic once again. As soon as I'm sure... Yep, okay, now that I'm sure that we're up and running, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Okay, last time we finished up everything on Dantooine, so we're finished with Dantooine and Korriban. And if we go to our journal here, Bastila is still not really fully talking to us. Juhani still wants to talk to you at some point in the future. Jolie, we did run into somebody for Jolie that said he has a friend named Sundry on Manon. Candaris didn't tell us anything. Mission's brothers on Tatooine. This is on Manon as well. But you know, we're still missing one more character. So let's go get that character. They are on Tatooine. Interesting, okay. Then we're kind of starting this at a weird point. I didn't want to wait any later. It's just, we're right at 9 o'clock right now. Or just before 9 o'clock, I guess. But I had a lot of stuff come up. There we go. Looks like some sort of cave. Yeah, like I said, didn't want to wait any longer, so I am kind of getting feedback on some stuff right now.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Yeah, looked like it was in a cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Okay.
Yes, what's on your...
Well, let's ask around if anybody knows anything.
Tatooine's just a desert planet. I hear the mining isn't going so well. I bet the colony gets abandoned before long. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate. You got it.
How can I help? Then I
don't care if she has something to say, I just want to ask about the planets. That's it.
How may I be of a...
Oh. Okay, nothing to say. T3 doesn't talk.
Got something on your mind?
Jordy?
Well, unless you're one of the local species and end up being slaughtered or enslaved, Tatooine's a nice enough desert. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going.
Okay.
Oh, I get it.
Candaris.
Yeah, what do you want?
It's interesting. Candaris is our only, like, evil person. Our only dark side person.
Tatooine is one big desert, with rocks sticking out. I heard that some of my people came here after the war, but I don't know what happened to them. The world of my clan, Ordo, was much like this. Dust basins and rock crags. But my world at least has some green around the equator. This place is just sand all over. There are some vicious people on this world, but the desert is the real enemy. Trips out in the desert, especially the deep desert, should be taken very carefully. You have anything else you want to ask?
Nope, not right now.
Your choice.
Oh, someone's telling me not to include my phone number on my resume, and actually I'm thinking that's not a bad idea.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Anything about this planet?
I always heard Tatooine was nothing but a rock covered by a bunch of worthless sand. I can't even figure out why Zerka Corp set up their mining operations here. Sorry I can't be more help, you know. Is there anything else I can do for you? Okay, have it your way.
Okay. Do the same thing. I could switch it up. Well, actually, no. Let's take mission. We won't have another Jedi with us. Da, 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 da. At some point, we'll fly around and just start like taking people out of our party, just to make sure that we've exhausted all their options. I should really look that kind of stuff up.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
Yeah. What do I get for the 100?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
I don't need to pay the fee.
You know, I don't think you need to pay the fee. We'll let it go this time.
Well, that was easy. Sure wish I had special mind-affecting force powers.
This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Okay. Give me some background.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Alright, tell me about Zerka.
I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it.
Do force persuade. Might as well.
I can tell you more, I guess. It's not a big secret or anything. Just not good for business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempted sabotage by a rival company.
Okay, so Zerka set up shop on a barren planet.
Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
Peculiar.
Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this. but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it.
What other forms of business?
Pursuits that appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy barren wastes that serve as fine swoop tracks.
Swoop
Tracking
tracks.
business has been slow, however.
Okay, what about the history of the planet?
Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals.
What species?
The Sand People.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Maybe they know the history of Tatooine.
Oh.
Maybe they don't.
Okay.
Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate.
Whatever. I don't know what just happened there. Okay, have you had trouble with the Sand People?
Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it.
Okay. Well, what about where can I get that information?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in the central anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
I'm looking for very specific things. Who should I ask?
That's not much information. Could you tell me more?
Antiques and artifacts.
You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by Sand People soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
Okay. Well, what about other work?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in the central anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
Alright, I'm done here.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Cool story, bro. Okay, so there is... Corrupt mission. I actually don't think... I think I might actually jump back in. Let's do Jolie instead of T3. Had to remember his name there for a second.
Business is up a little.
Ah, Shipment. I suppose I should read that. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Yes, here it is. Looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What shipment are you talking about? Docking Bay 32, yes, and I have your requisition form. Everything seems to be in order. The Giska are your problem now. Did you say Giska? Ordered a crate of Giska to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. Thumbprints? Where did the datapad go? Nothing is ever organized around here. At any rate, the Giska are yours. One of the loaders said the crate split open once he put it on your hold, and some of the critters might have gotten loose. What are you doing? We don't accept liability, and certainly couldn't take the cargo. You, and then he just runs out of here. It's another one of these guys. Customers talking better. Hello, customer. Can I ask you some questions? Let's talk about you. Are you one creature or two? Your pardon for asking because you only know one mind, or at least one at a time. We are one now, but we weren't always. We grow together, bonded from the age of choosing, when we become whole. You're half of what you should be. Like a brood squealer. Not that we would want to offend you, we don't want to lose just our way as Pierre Dwag. Okay. We've kind of talked to one of these things already, but that's interesting. I didn't really realize or remember that they are apparently born as two separate beings and then bonded together. Okay, so tell me about tattooing. Not as much as we should know. If we knew more, we'd be better business. Travelers like us best. Settlers don't have much to trade. We don't travel far on Tatooine itself, you see. The weather's not like our home, too dry. Who would I go to ask more information? Trust the locals, even if they don't trust you. They're the ones who really know what's going on. That's true on any world. Any off-world rumors? Terrorists and the Sith and starting of change. Could be good for business, could be bad. Something to always remind you of your other half. Yada yada yada. Show me what you got for sale. Jamo Hogra's Combine. Karakan Gauntlets. Bantha Fodder. I guess I'll buy it. It's only 1 credit. Oh, Giska Poison. I don't think I want to poison them. Well, let's go back on the ship. Oh, whoa, there's 2 of them right there. Hello. You can kill it. So pick it up. Try to pick it, but it wriggles from your grasp and plops back down to the floor. Looks at you curiously, cooing. Pet it? Scratch the little critter behind its nubs that pass for ears and it coos enthusiastically. Play a game. Play a game of peekaboo, hiding your face behind your hands and startling it each time you appear. What fun. The Giska looks at you curiously, cooing. Pick it up, kill it, pet it. Oh, let's leave it alone. Oh, jeez, there's 3 of them. Ah! Oh, there's one in here too.
Hey there. What can I...
What about these Gizka?
Are you sure you want to ask me about that?
Yes! Don't you people have opinions about anything?
Yeah, what do you want?
What about the Gizka?
So deal with it. Why are you asking me about it?
Because I thought you might not be a tool for a second.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Gizka.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Rambo. What do you say?
Okay. What about you? No? Let's ask you some questions. Never mind then. What about the Gizka? I know nothing of what you speak. Am I the only person that sees them or
How
something?
may I be of assistance? I
Gizka!
do not know how to help you with them.
You know... Said people in this universe are jerks.
How can I help?
What about the
I
Gizka?
wish I could help you.
You could.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Gizka.
I'm not really sure.
Okay, so you're all completely worthless. I could poison them, but I feel like that would get me a lot of dark side points. Plus, besides, they're kind of, I mean, they're like cooing at me and stuff. They don't seem like they're bad guys. They're just all over my ship. Let's exit to Anchorhead. Okay, so Tatooine. It's a hunting lodge. Hello. She's... Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do, rather than any of this... Uh-oh.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
More of you douchebags, huh? I should, have made sure she has equipment. Let's give you a two-handed weapon. Restricted, +5 wisdom restricted. Saves reflex +2. Actually, let's give him that fortitude saves.
Huh?
It's not a good sign.
Yeah?
I don't like this whole being completely incapacitated thing. I don't... Well... Damn game, there isn't much I can do about that. Let's go ahead and go over to mission, since that's not gonna save. Shiny shield. Let's put one of the...
Sure.
Okay. So I kind of already know what I'm doing here. So let's go ahead and do
Lord
that.
Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Okay. It's interesting the third one hasn't come around yet. Give us a chance to... Ah, he's draining my health. Okay, gonna have to go mono a mono. Oh, hey. Okay, it just flat out didn't engage him in combat. Found a data pad. Another Dark Jedi. Okay, well we found... Data pad, descriptions of you and Basil escape Terrace. Whoever finds the Jedi and her companion will be greatly rewarded. Still have the prison key and everything on there from Danton. Okay. So now... Hello. We actually want to come out here. I'm being kind of crappy about this. Hopefully I won't miss out on like any story content or anything by just running straight here. But I want to get this character and see if he has dialogue throughout this area. Hello. Customer I don't recognize. Perhaps you bring off-world money. My money is my own business. Of course it is, but must appreciate the finer things. Just look at the droid I have available, an HK-47. Oh, god damn. It's a fine protocol translator. I think it's been modified. It claims to understand the Sand People dialects. It also has armor mounts, so it's perhaps combat ready? Okay, let's ask about HK-47. Every function I've tested has performed perfectly, those that I could find, anyways. You certainly don't seem to know a lot about it. Unit has been uncooperative. They get that way when they go too long without a memory. You can leave it alone if you find its mannerisms amusing. That might be a bit eccentric, but it's stable. Why didn't you do it? I would have, but I can't seem to access any inner circuits. It's definitely built security and built to last. At any rate, it claims it doesn't have access to its own memory core anyways. Could be telling the truth? It's hard to say. Alright, well, what have you tested? I haven't examined its programming, but I have made observations. It has protocol translation skills including Sand People dialects. It also handles weapons exceptionally well. I'd even say it's seen combat, but it won't tell. Seven Things needs to sell itself better. 2 moisture fibers have been in, but it just stood there. What does the HK-47 designation mean? Haven't got a clue. Doesn't match any protocol or utility standard. I assume it's a retired model. Tell you to ask the thing yourself, but it's pretty stubborn. Quality construction, though. Where did you get it? From a friend that manages an off-world Zerka warehouse. It was in trade for a debt he
Gee,
owed.
that doesn't sound suspicious at all. Warehouse workers have a bad habit of paying off their debts with other people's property, you know?
He said no one would miss it. Might have been a surplus. Doesn't look Zerka made. Okay. Well, let's talk to...
Greetings. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional SciTech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query: would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Ukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership.
He wants to be purchased by me? And battle and protocol?
Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Ukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat.
Personal combat. Well, why are you keeping information to yourself?
Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me.
Huh. Why is access to your memory restricted?
Statement. Indeed, it is possible that the Ithorian placed the restraining bolt on me to prevent my return to a previous owner. It is also possible that the removal of the bolt will not restore memory functions. Without my memory, I do not know if I know the answer. Do not interpret this as a reduction of my worth, however. My capabilities are quite expansive.
Yeah, how do I know you'll be loyal once the restraining bolt is removed?
Assurance. I am fully autonomous, but lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so.
What makes you think that?
Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well.
Doesn't Yuka question about your reluctance to reveal your functions?
Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid.
Okay.
Objection. My functions are wasted here, prospective purchaser. I will answer your queries, but I assure you, I am better utilized elsewhere.
Go ahead and sell yourself.
Disclosure. I am a versatile protocol and combat droid, fluent in verbal and cultural translation. Should your needs prove more practical, I am...
Yeah, okay. You already said that. So what if you can translate? I already understand most languages.
Extrapolation. Intuitive language comprehension. That would be the result of recognition and training of force sensitivity.
No, nobody said that.
Your kind have
No.
little use of translation droids. Of course, your kind also encounters danger on a far more frequent basis than the average citizen. You would do well to have me work for you then, before someone else makes use of my more exotic functions.
More exotic functions? Why would you be better than an armored battle droid?
Disclosure. Finesse. Battle droids hold battlefields. I'm capable of eliminating a very specific type of target.
Yeah, you make it sound like you're an assassin.
Retraction. droids built for such a function face strict regulation and often have unique difficulties with previous owners. I therefore make no claim to that designation, prospective buyer. I am a law-abiding droid. Yes, indeed. Law-abiding. That's me.
Yeah, you don't sound very convincing.
Request. Please do not speak so loudly, prospective buyer. Do you truly wish my price to be doubled?
Alright, I'll see about purchasing you.
The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining.
Aggressive bargaining? Does he know you talk about him like this?
Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Okay, well, he really wants to be purchased. Okay. Let's talk about HK. Let's talk price. Very solid machine and good price, 5,000 credits. Can I convince you to lower the price? 4,000, not a credit less. That was quick. Desperate to sell? The first figure was intentionally high. You never know, the occasional person bites right away. Maybe I can convince you to go lower? The deck covered was a large one. Let's try just normal persuade. Come now, think of the advertising you'll get. 2,500 credits. So that's half what his initial are. Alright. Thank you very much. Just go over and talk to it. I'll deactivate the restraining bolt once you take possession. It's a good purchase, especially if it actually speaks the Sand People dialect like it says. I don't think it was telling me everything. Not many droids are programmed to lie, though. Okay.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Just like that, kill something for me.
Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master.
Good old HK-47. Travel with me now.
Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Practically quivering. Let's take Jolie off. The reason we want Mission is because her brother is here on this planet. So we definitely want to take her with us. And then, now that HK-47 is in our party, look at that. He's got... Focus blaster pistol. Cannot equip. You do not have droid upgrade class 2. We don't have any utilities. We might need to see if we can get some better parts for HK-47 here. Let's level him up, but you can see he's pretty far into the dark side. I mean, that should be pretty obvious by the fact that he joined us and we said, he immediately said, "What can I kill for you?" So he has demolitions and awareness as class skills, as well as repair and security. But I kind of want to do demolitions and awareness with him. I think that makes the most sense. Let's get his dexterity up. Again, a lot of these characters start off with really low. Or I could do intelligence. So the next time I get an intelligence, I'll be able to do 3 skills all at once. I think that makes sense. Okay, what do you want? Dueling for single one-handed weapons. Repair, security, skill use, demolitions, and stealth. So that's 2 weapon fighting. Let's do this one. Repair, security, and computer use. I don't know, that might be the wrong decision on that. Okay, so intelligence, bam, skills. So we only got 2 that time, but I think this next time when we go in we'll have 3. Oh, of course I can't verify that right now. Should be +3 though.
Yes?
What?
She's got a pretty wide array as well. Let's get dexterity. Two weapon fighting. We haven't leveled her up in quite a while either. Yeah, I think that's the right choice. Give her medium armor. Could also go into intelligence with her and get 1 more skill point. Not this time I level up intelligence, but next time. She'd be super well-rounded then if I can get that off the ground, because I can start leveling up repair, and she'd basically be able to cover pretty much everything as well.
Master?
Okay. Let's double check. I don't think...
Sure.
Okay, so now let's talk to Yugalaka again. I've nothing new in droids.
Objection. Worn out? Listen, you talentless organic meatbag. One word from my master and I will pull you apart, limb from useless limb.
You've gotten a little hostile there, droid, haven't you?
I have always been hostile. Now that I need no longer rely on you and your primitive maintenance skills, I do not need to hide it.
Keep away from me then, I'm an honest businessman. Can I still ask questions about HK-47? Any problem you're having is yours alone.
I am not a problem, you useless organic meatbag. You and your lack of any organized mechanical skills are a problem.
Sort of, like that sort of problem. Good luck. This is a good way to have somebody evil with me without actually getting the evil points myself as well. What do you have besides droids? Oh, he has nothing because of what we did on Kashyyyk. Show me what you have. Droid heavy plating, type 2. Buy the heaviest plating. Advanced targeting. Weapons focus, blaster, pistol, blaster, rifle. Demolitions +4. Demolitions +2. Awareness +2. Ooh. Environmental shield level 3. Oh, actually. Energy sonic. Okay. Advanced stun ray. So you don't have anything in particularly great. Heavy plating. Wouldn't have minded a weapon. Uh-oh, I can't equip that yet.
What?
Some crappy droids. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I wanted to come in here to get HK-47. Because the only person in this game better than HK-47 is Jolie. So now we're going to go back towards our ship. Actually, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and warp back to our ship. And we'll actually... let's take... Actually, we're gonna keep these fully done. Hit up Zalbar's bowcaster. My lightsabers are all good. I can't do Kalinord's armor yet. But actually, do we have the parts to do it? So that'll be a +12. And immunity to mind affecting. When we can equip that. So now what we need to do is, there you go. So we got no weapons on T3. We got mission. I forgot which character I was looking there for a second. We got on mission We got Karth's Blaster and Bendak's Blaster. And then on HK-47, +4 physical. Chundar's is better. So we'll go with that. Take the 2 of those. I don't know, we're not gonna use mission too much. Mostly just for coming in here, I believe. Circa office. You'll be hearing about this, you Circa puppet. I'm not gonna let this drop. You can't just murder a whole village. Murder? Don't tell me it concerns your corporate kiosk. I know when I'm not wanted. What's going on here? Done talking in this office. They aren't interested in listening to me. I doubt they will even acknowledge I was here. Typical corporate evasion. That's what happens when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother bringing it up. Okay. What is it? If this is about mining or sand people, go to the Circa officers. I just manage the storehouse. Hold on. Don't you believe a word of what Circa said in there? There's always a peaceful solution to conflict. They're just lazy. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't actually talk to them. Circa miners have been attacked by sand people, so the company Circa wants them killed. Sand people aren't animals. I've watched them. They're intelligent. There must be a way to peacefully stop the attacks. I know it. No one will try. You can't even leave the city without Circa approval, and they want the sand people dead. It's quite a situation. Why would you know any better? I'm no expert on diplomatic solutions, but I know when there's a lack of due care for the environment and the residents of it. What would you have done to the Sound people? It must seem like an invasion. There are no negotiations or territory. I don't think the killing has been justified, but as a conservationist, I'm hoping someone at least tries to talk this out. Why hasn't anyone tried talking to them? They don't seem to speak our language that your average translator can understand. Is that their fault? It's even the Jedi here a few years ago that couldn't even seem to get through to them. I think that ended in blood too. Not saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe with a real translation droid. Not these old protocol scrap heaps walking around. Hey, look at this guy. Look at him right there. Who would have a capable droid? You do, don't you? You bought that old droid? Said it was quite sophisticated. Say rust is gold to make a sale. Maybe with desert robes as a disguise, someone could get into their enclave. Where's the enclave? It's no secret, their attacks get worse the farther southwest you go in the Dune Sea. Where would I get their robes? Suppose you could take them off the warrior raiders, but there's no way I'd survive anything like that. You'd have to explain why you killed their warriors if you're trying to make peace, but I suppose there's no other way. Yeah, so I have to kill them? Okay, I'll deal with the matter as I see fit. That's what the officer said, but I'm not foolish enough to believe it. Everyone just wants to wipe the Sand People out. You're just like Zerka. You know... Stop talking about HK-47 like he's not even here. Soup registration, cantina, droid shop, Dune Sea, spaceport, hunting lodge. Okay. Maybe I am supposed to be in here to find missions, brother? Griff was on Tatooine working with Zerka. Mission is eager to speak with him. What do you have for purchase? Nothing of any particular note. Anything out of the ordinary happening? It's a cool way of referring to terrorists going down. You don't want my views on that. What about local events? I'll stay on the Zerka compound. We could be on a pleasure world for all I know or care. What about your opinions on terrorists? At least the Sith seem to make things happen. How old is the Republic? 15,000 years? It's stagnant. Every year ships get a little faster, droids get a little smarter, and people get a little fatter. That's about it for progress. Yeah, just wait. 2,000 years from now, it's gonna look pretty much the same. I suspect I do just as much grunt labor under the Sith as I do now. Even it means the death of innocence. Nobody's innocent once their mother has left the room. That's kind of a creepy way of looking at things. Okay, tell me about Zerka. What do you know about the Zerka on Kashyyyk? They're in more trouble than you or I could ever give them. I get a chuckle out of anything that gives them grief. What about here on Tatooine? Maybe they'll pull out, maybe they don't. Oh man, the sword in the next rock. What about their operations on Kashyyyk? I probably need to talk to her, actually. But let's go ahead and ask about bounties. Talk to the protocol officer.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company? If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
Looking for Griff. That's her brother.
Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll.
You're full of crap, lady. I would leave sooner if I knew.
Oh, you mean that Twi'lek? Must have slipped my mind for a second. Yes, of course I remember Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it.
Yeah, so sounds about right.
We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him.
Oh, the Sand People.
He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances.
Oh, how convenient. All your workers are expendable, then.
Zerka Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job.
Alright, how about a reward for saving him?
As I said, all employees have signed waivers absolving Zerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Zerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please. Farewell.
Okay. Well, okay, she doesn't know anything about Griff. Well, then why do we even have you with us? I'd much rather have Jolie. This way we get our most interesting characters. Candace is pretty interesting too.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left.
Okay, what do you need?
Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
I wouldn't be able to sell it. I'm no hunter. Apparently I can't sell things unless I'm a hunter.
No? But you looked... I'm sorry, I thought you looked equipped like a hunter. Are you sure you're not going to be getting a license? I mean, you don't look like a farmer, and the only way to be allowed out of Anchorhead is to get a hunting license.
Well, that lady said they're all sold out.
Zerka Corporation sells them out of their office just south of here in the center of Anchorhead. That's where my husband got his. I think they charge 200 credits, but they've been known to make exceptions. Please, no one else will help.
I got the hiccups. Alright.
Please.
Oh. I should have finished talking to her. I can't do anything with that raid plate.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerka Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else?
Let's talk
As I
about
said,
hunting
we are no longer
licenses.
selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
Jesus.
We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
Yeah, why their gaffy sticks and not their heads?
Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good.
Okay, well, if I want to leave the city, I have to agree to do this.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
Oh, Jesus.
Very well, though I do have work to get back.
Why don't you tell me about Zerka?
Of course. Zerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases.
Greta Holda. Tell me about your operations here.
Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please.
Persuade.
I suppose you're right. It's not like you can't tell the state of things just by looking around. Mining operations here have not been a success. The ore is substandard, and there's less of it than surveys indicated. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been abandoned before.
Abandoned before?
You can't ignore evidence that Anchorhead was settled more than once before, and abandoned each time. There's probably a century between each attempt, just long enough for records about why it failed to disappear. The Jawas scavenge ancient tech all the time. It's a remote world. Who knows what's here?
Okay, so why is the ore substandard?
No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it too. We're running out of buyers. Zerka Corporation is not doing well here.
Okay, does that mean you'll have to pull out?
The company would be foolish to stay. It will be costly, but in the end, leaving will be cheaper than staying. I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. It's not worth shipping out things like sand crawlers. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. That's a laugh. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. Of course, for your needs.
So tell me about Kashyyyk.
I'm sorry, but day-to-day operations of Zerka Corporation outposts are fully regionalized. I have no information on Kashyyyk.
Very convenient if there's misconduct.
I'm sorry. I'll have to direct you to our representative.
Okay. Okay, just anything out of the ordinary?
I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants.
How about anything? Yeah, no desire to mistakenly associate with the losing side.
Zerka Corporation policy is not subject to your approval. It is a sound business model. Save us your commentary.
Okay, anything local?
If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Farewell. Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Thanks, lady. Okay, well, we talked to him. So she gave us a hunting pass so that we can leave the city now. And we can also help this lady out.
Please, have you reconsidered? I must sell this Desert Raid plate, but I have no license. Can you help?
Okay. Aren't there other hunters?
I wouldn't have any idea who to trust. My husband didn't know most of them. He wasn't a proven hunter yet. I think one of them killed him. I have my suspicions. I'd rather trust a newcomer like you.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits.
More than 500. I can't buy it, but I could take it and sell it for you.
I don't know. How could I be sure you would come back? Are you sure you can't buy it? Please.
It's not like you really have another choice.
I guess I don't have much choice in the matter. Here, I'll trust you with it. I'll be here. Please don't take too long. I need the credits. Maybe we can get started again. Maybe.
Maybe we can? I think she might have said something about a kid earlier and I missed it. Hello. Ah, it's the pigmen. Alright, well, let's talk to Faza Utral here. New face, come to test your skill in the endless dunes of Tatooine? Okay, don't give me time to read, that's fine. So this planet's a hunter's paradise. I do have something to sell. That's the biggest Desert Raid plate I've seen in the season. Whoever got that is a skilled hunter. Premium price. How does 500 credits sound? Sure. What else do you have for sale? Cultists, carbine. I wouldn't mind another two-handed weapon for HK-47. Let's see, let's talk to this lonely guy over here. Kudos. Are you a hunter? Not the life for me, but I admire for it. Okay, so what do you do then? Oh, it plays Pazak! I'd play with that fellow in the cantina, but I find him distasteful. He does not play for the same reasons. Okay, why do you play? Just for the sport of it. Even if I lose, there's a reward in having played to the best of my ability. Okay, so he's just saying he plays for fun. We're not gonna play with you yet. We've kind of already come to the surmise, to the realization that that's doesn't make for great entertainment here. Alright, tell me about tattooing. I doubt I can tell you anything else that the rest of them can tell. I haven't ever set foot outside. It's not a very hospitable place. I'll be going as soon as parts for my ship arrive. Heard any rumors from off-planet? Nothing since Terrace. The Republic is reeling from that. It is troubling. You can't call that stop to your day. We survived worse. Okay, so you're just here as a Pazak player, basically. You're just a seller, so you don't have anything to say. You do talk. Something you want? Information. If I could trouble such a worthy hunter for a moment. Let's kiss his ass. Spare me the flattery, such talk is rarely sincere. Ah, you capped me. Alright, who are you, and who's your daddy, and what does he do? I'm Comed Fortuna, hunter member of this lodge. It's not the life for everyone, but I am content. Where is the best hunting? Best hunting is wherever the best hunter is, but it's the only one I can give. Raid are plentiful in the spoils of the sports. Dragons appear only to the true hunter. Patience is key. Great dragons hunt alone, and the prey is whatever can catch their attention. So dragons are rare. Are they dangerous? Both rare and dangerous, and an honor to hunt. If you survive, you are blessed and favored. Respect them. Some try to lessen the risk by mass hunting with battle droids. I would rather hunt solo, taking the risk as my own. Who uses battle droids? I will not speak of it while they live. It is their shame to admit or hide. They know the effect it has. Perhaps they will also kill the hunt by killing so many. After that, perhaps the solo hunter will still prosper. How long have you been doing this? A decade or two? I don't enslave myself to time, human. There's day and there's night. You really don't know anymore? Tattooing will not change. Why bother trying to keep up? Okay, what can you tell me about the other hunters? Probably not as much as you'd learn. Probably not as much as you would learn by talking to them, even if they said nothing. Most obvious is the Gamorreans. Dirk and his crew suck balls. They hunt but often come back with salvage instead of hides or pearls. I think their prey walks upright, as in he thinks they're fighting humans. Wouldn't the guards have something to say about that? Dudes are far from the reach of their blasters. Dirk spends his money in the company store. Okay, what about other than the Gamorreans? Dorak Quinn is honorable. Tanis Ven not so much, but I've no real quarrel with him. Alright, I'm looking for something. Nobody knows that will return your questions. Truly near the dunes, you have to live here, as do the Sand People. Only they truly explore the land, but they attack without debate, if you see them at all. Have you seen the Sand People do anything odd? They carry nothing but weapons and bloodlust. To them, outsiders are invaders. Once or twice, I see them emerge from older ruins with sacks and other containers. I've always been driven off, and if I examine the site later, there's nothing left. What kind of ruins? Storehouses of some kind, but they have been buried in sands. Okay. What about the Jawas? They may know the lands, but they are uninterested in talking and only in trading. Their language is difficulty. If you can get more out of them than the price of a droid, I'll be impressed. Okay. Dork Quinn, he said, was honorable.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt Desert Raid. I don't babysit.
Seems like maybe he's a bit of a douchebag. I just want to benefit from your experience.
Well, you sure know how to get on my good side. You're just trotting out bantha pats, but thanks all the same.
Oh. See? You catch more flies with sugar. Or honey. Or whatever the saying is. Okay, who are you?
My name is Doric Quinn. I'm a hunter. I hunt. Is that enough, or should I start listing my family birthdays?
That's a good start. Where's the best hunting?
If I knew the best place, why would I tell anyone? It would be worth too much to me to let it get out. It doesn't matter anyway. This season has been dry for me, as it has for almost everyone. Perhaps someone else is holding out, but there's simply fewer raid out there.
Why are there fewer raid?
It used to be a one-on-one test. Hunter against hunted. Now people just want the credits. I could stomach maybe a pair or a team of hunters, but some now use battle droids. Where's the sport in that?
It's a good question. Who uses the battle droids?
That's not for me to say. I won't be a troublemaker in so small a community. You'll see. Hunt, and you will see.
My guess it's gonna be the one person that's not complaining about battle droids. How long have you been at this?
I've tracked wild beasts my whole life, but I've only been hunting here for 5 years. I've much to learn yet.
What do you want to learn?
There are hunters that go after the big kills, the crate dragons. I don't know how they do it. I never even see the things. Comad is the one I respect, but I also trust that the only difference between us is experience. I will learn.
Okay, what about the other hunters?
I don't go telling stories about other people. You want to know what they think? You go talk to them. One word, though. Watch yourself around the Gamorreans. Gurk and his buddies aren't to be trusted. Everyone else I respect because they have skill. Those guys, they go for easier prey.
So are they the ones using the battle droids? What makes you say that?
Just watch your back when you hunt. The dragons aren't the only dangers out there. If that's what...
Alright, I'm looking for something who can point the way.
You'll have to ask around. Comad Fortuna is a much more experienced hunter than I am. He hunts far from Anchorhead. The local Jawas are a good source of information, even if it is hard to understand them. It may cost you, though. Good hunting.
Alright. Alright, let's see what the Gamorreans here have to say. Gurk has patience. It talked to me what you want, Shumi.
Warning. You'll pay attention to the master meatbag or suffer the consequences.
Humi has enforcer. We scared now? Yeah, you tell him, Gurk. Okay. What if I wanted advice? I'm sure you're very smart. You trying to get secrets, I bet. Trying to find where I hunt? I tell you nothing. You get nothing. What do you do? We hunt. That's what we do and who we are. Yeah, we hunt the raid. Best out of everyone. We don't have time to train you. Some of the other hunters say you don't know how to hunt. They know we're just as good as them, and that's for sure. We prove it because some of them don't come back, but we always do. Shut up, stupid. Why not let him speak? You deaf? Because he's stupid. He talks too much. You leave us alone. I'm not stupid, you're stupid. Shut up, stupid. feels like prequels dialogue here. Are you good scouts? Best, but not for you. We hunters know more than everybody. Go live in the dunes yourself, then maybe you're tough enough to talk to us. Probably not. Bet you don't come back. Shut up, stupid. Any go read a book or a yappy droid? Girk and his boys don't train babies. Okay. Okay. The implication there being that they're gonna attack us out on the dune.
What can I do
in
for
case
you?
that was too subtle.
Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it?
You seem knowledgeable.
Oh, of course. Who put you up to this, my wife? I meant what I said about having no credits.
Who are you?
Well, my name is Tanis, and what I do is hunt. I'm sure you've heard of me. Well, actually, I hope you haven't.
Alright, where's the best hunting?
There isn't any. Too many hunters, not enough prey. I can barely keep expenses covered. Maintenance on battle droids is expensive.
Oh, well.
Of course, it's better than going alone. What if I stumbled on a bunch of sand people? These solo hunters are crazy.
I guess we know who has the battle droids after all. That doesn't seem very sporting.
What do I care? I need to eat. I also need to pay for parts so the wife can keep the droids running. It's all about the credits. Some guys will talk about honor and stuff, but they still sell their plates to Faza. I guess honor needs creds too.
Yeah, so don't you need to make more kills then in order to keep your droids running?
I suppose, but so what? When that resource goes belly up, I'll just move on. I'm just a wandering spirit, I guess.
Hunting a species to extinction. Now there's a logical way to make a living.
I'm not real popular with the others, but they just fool themselves. They're in it for the credits too.
Alright, how long have you been doing
Too
this?
long. But it beats smuggling. You ever run into a Sith dreadnought in the desert? No, you haven't.
Well, let's wait. Let's wait and see. When did you cross paths with the Sith dreadnought?
Hell, I married her. No, seriously now. I had this friend that crossed Sith space. Got stripped of everything. It's not like I have much now, I guess. But I still prefer sand people to getting ambushed on unproven trade routes.
Yeah, you talk about your wife a lot.
Ah, she doesn't understand me. You know the drill. It's not my fault. She knew who I was when she married me.
That's one way of looking at things.
There isn't any. Too many. Of course, it's better.
I already asked that. What about the other
Uptight and
hunters?
cold, like my wife. They don't like me streamlining the hunt with droids. I don't fit in, but I don't let it bug me. The Gamorreans are different. Good rowdy drinking buddies. Girk and his boys, they understand that hunting is a business. Of course, they hunt other things than raid, too. Just don't turn your back on them. Ever.
Yeah, what are you suggesting?
Nothing at all. Just keep your eyes on them, that's all.
Everybody's being so subtle. What could possibly be happening?
Dorak is reasonable. Komad is a pain, but he keeps his distance. I can tell he doesn't like me much. Ask around the lodge if you want information about the other guys. I don't really talk to him much.
Okay.
Fine, whatever you... Good hunt.
Actually,
Hello.
I didn't ask him. You can give me credits before I decide to kill you. Just like that, huh? I'm looking for something.
Who knows the planet? I don't know. I guess the sand people. I'm usually running when I see them, though.
Have you ever seen them with anything odd?
Sure. My blood. They almost got me last year. Tore up 2 of my battle droids. Wife was mad about that. Took her weeks to fix. Where they got weapons to cut battle armor, I don't know. They act like animals, but they can surprise you.
Yeah, where did that happen?
I don't know. Pick a dune and walk. They'll get you soon enough.
Okay, the Jawas.
Smart traders. They've salvaged and sold me my own damaged droids once or twice. They don't say much I can understand. I think they're a little slow, but who am I to judge, huh?
Okay.
Good hunt.
Nope. Okay. Well, thanks for running over here so you could block my path out, guys.
Ready.
Yes?
Alright. So we sold the raid plate for this lady. So let's give...
You're back. Please, have you sold the plate I gave you? My children and I are counting on the credits.
Yep.
You have? Did Faza give you a good price? How much did you get for us?
Yeah, he paid 200 extra.
700 credits. Oh, thank you. It is more than generous of you. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
And how many more like you are there out there with no one to buy their plates, I wonder?
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Probably a lot, but we might as well help the people that we can, Jolie. Come on. Be negative.
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick.
Just want to ask some questions.
All right, but I'm not sure what I could say to interest you. I just work on the crawlers.
Alright, tell me about your job, and who do you work for?
I repair the sand crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks.
Alright, yeah, I've signed up and I'm ready to stop the attacks.
Have you? Now many hunters have tried in the past. Good luck to you is all I can say. The sand people are vicious. I see the damage on the crawlers when they come back. If they come back.
If they come back. Do you know where they come from?
I have no idea. I don't go out on the desert if I can help it. I'm sure the sand people will find you if you walk far enough.
When do the sand crawlers head out?
Oh, the big crawlers head out at dawn. That's so they avoid the bigger predators. The raid, I mean, doesn't help avoid the sand people, though. They attack pretty regular, no matter what Zerka Corporation tries.
Alright, what else about Tatooine?
Well, it's a hole in the galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Anchorhead has been resettled a few times now.
So Anchorhead is not far from where Luke at the beginning of A New Hope says I was going to go to Anchorhead. Or no, he says I was going to go to Tashi Station in Anchorhead, I believe. Okay, why did the previous settlements fail?
Well, Tatooine fools people. It looks like it might have a good supply of resources, but it doesn't. Before a company learns this, they've already set up communities to support operations they now can't afford. Company pulls out, cities dry up, and after a few years, someone that doesn't know why it failed tries again.
Just like that, huh? So Zerka's not doing well.
No one is. I guess it looked like a promising mining planet, but the metal, I tell you, it just isn't right. I've been a mechanic my whole life. I've never seen anything corrode as fast as Tatooine metal. It's why whoever was here before left, and why Zerka will leave, and why whoever comes next will leave. Well, Tatooine, before a company pulled... I repair the sand crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks. All right.
Alright. He doesn't have anything too interesting to say. Oh, here's Jawa. Swoop registration. There's a hut in here. Well, let's talk to Yukaril. What do you want? You here for money? I pay the huts as soon as the circuit is back on its feet. You don't look like a collector, you're just some kid. Can you spare a moment for questions? What do you want? let's talk about racing. You gorillas on the way down. I can't match you the young riders. Is this the best place for racing? I hope so. It's the last stop for me. If I can't get some decent times going, I may as well not leave. Wish I could use the destruction of Terrace as an excuse, but I doubt I would have ever made it back there. Why do racers come here? Old guys like me can't make it on the good tracks, and the new racers come here to try and knock us down even further. Still trying to have one last good run, but it just isn't happening. How long have you been doing it? Too many years. I've raced on almost every track, and all I've ever got to show for it is an aging bike. No good memories? I got a few trophies, but they don't pay the bills. I should have quit after the Coruscant Classic. What about the other racers? Bunch of babies except Zorus. She's got the goods, like I never had. If I have to say something good about the new racers, it would be about the Nico kid. He's got a future. What makes you say that? He doesn't fear the track. You get old and you start worrying about failing. He just lets it come to him. What do you think about that? Some promoter will use him up and he'll end up in debt like me. It's already happening, I bet. I can keep asking everybody. Maybe you're right, maybe I want money. Stop fooling me. Nevermind, I'm just playing around. Ah, no! I didn't mean it, buddy. Where's the save? How far back are we if we do this? Just out.
You're back.
Here, okay.
You. For whatever.
Like I said, Jolie. They want help. Okay, well, this time we don't need to talk to him. Nico. So Nico's the guy that they thought was going to be used up. Let's talk to Garm back here first. You waiting for a slot? Me too. New swoop jocks don't get much respect. Can you spare a moment? I know much besides the track. Are you even interested in racing? Yeah, talk to me about yourself. I'm the new guy. How long is this the best place? Every racer here would rather be somewhere else. Terrace blowing up messed up the swoop circuit. Okay, why did racers come here if it sucks so much? Because he pays for timekeeping and official records. No work, no future, but Tatooine at least has this. How long have you been at it? Not that long, just this season. I'm getting better, but I'm still too cautious. What do you want to learn? How to keep nerves steady, bike maintenance, all of it. I'm not as good as some, but I try. What can you tell me about other racers? I'd be even nervous talking to Nico. He's young like me, but he's a prodigy. What makes you say that? Everyone thinks he's the next star at the pros. Moda's really pushing him. What do you think about that? I hear it's a bad deal, but I'd take it. Nobody knows anything about everything. All right, Nico.
Go on, leave me alone. I've got stuff to worry about.
Alright, what's bugging you?
Racer stuff. Nothing you'd understand. Don't mean to be rude, but it's kind of secret.
I raced on Terrace.
Ha, sure. Race your bike out of that explosion. Everyone knows that the whole planet is gone. Nobody got out. I'm not in the mood for jokes, thanks. I've got things to think about. You wouldn't know anything about it. Deal with that Hut Mata and you will understand. Until then, I just don't want to talk about it.
Fine, be a pissy little bitch. Zoris.
The track here isn't the greatest, but we have to practice someplace.
Something you want to have a moment or two while others post their times. Is this racing? I'll just ask some questions if you have the time. Sure, go ahead. Tell me about yourself. Zoris Bofka, more experienced racers. Is this the best place? It'll do for now. Professional racers travel wherever. Oh, most popular tracks was Lost with Terrace. So the whole track is all messed up. If this track is so small, then why bother? You lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. If my prestige leans a little prestige to the track, maybe we'll get some new racers. Alright, how long have you been at it? A few years, but I raced under a different name when I was young. My early career was shitty. It was terrible. I'm bad. I used to be bad. Why'd you change your name? I just made a jump from one league to another and wanted to shed the baggage. Don't waste much thought on it. Purely personal matter. What can you tell me about the other racers? Garm tries hard and wish him well, but Nico's the one to watch. Invigorating to watch him discover his skills. I hope he manages to remember why he took up the sport. What makes you say that? It's not just about speed, it's a business and we are a product. He must market himself carefully. What do you think about that? Necessary to side to the sport, we must make money or there would be no circuits. Alright. You Hut. Nobody, what do you want? Handouts? Go dig a mine, fool. I'm looking for information. Only interested in racing. Do you race? Maybe you own a swoop. I do, in fact. I raced on Terrace and won the season opener there. You and 12 other liars. You have your own bike. I have some experience. I don't care. Do you own a swoop? Yeah, I got a bike. $100 maintenance fee. No racers means no crowds. 50 credits, that's it. I don't need to pay the fee. Cool, I'm in. What sort of business do you need help with? I make money off signing good racers. Good ones, not great ones. I want them young and stupid. I've got one, Nico Sendi. Great potential, only started racing a year ago and loves it. He lives for it now. Tell Nico to sign a contract with me. I'll pay well. Why wouldn't he sign? Deal basically says I fund his bike and repairs, but in turn I take a hefty cut of his winnings.
Surprised that the boy doesn't want to sign?
He knows it's harsh, but he can't afford to go pro on his own, and he doesn't want to give up racing. I've got him where I want him, I just need you to give him a little push in the right direction. Or a shove. I think you should give him a bigger deal. You're not gonna pull that typical swoop jockey attitude. This is business and I know what's best. What do you care whether I make money off the kid or not? He wants to race and you'll get paid. We all win. Treat him fairly or I'll start rumors your races are rigged, or I'll force persuade you want to give him a better deal. I guess it does make sense. His times have suffered since I made the offer. They feel bad they don't win. I'll give him a better deal and make it back in the long run, I guess. You, of course, are not getting paid. Trust this will be the last I have to hear. Just, what are the rewards for racing? 3-tier system. And he pays each time they reach a tier. What are the different tiers? Tier 1 is amateurs. Tier 2, and you show promise. And 3, only one of my local guys in that range, Nico. What does each tier pay? 10 racing bonds, 30 racing bonds, and 80 racing bonds. What are racing bonds? Monetary notes I issue so vendors know who my friends are. Any merchant will buy them. Each bond is worth 60 credits, give or take. It depends on the merchants. Okay. Set me up with a race. Positioning fee. 100 credits. I already paid a maintenance fee. Will you negotiate? You want to let me race for free? Yes, I think I will. You won't get this discount again. I have to beat 23. I have to beat Garm speed of 2390. Make sure I remember the controls. We haven't done this in a while. Hey, I beat it. 2236. Ten racing bonds, not a bad showing. You beat Geller's time. Easy. Take this. Better in tier 2. Damn, okay, it's forcing me to pay the 100 credits. Gorilla is the current leader of the second tier, 2329. 2329. Said, just gonna make sure to hit as many of these as possible. And I fucked up really bad right there. Oh, I'm missing so many. Oh, I still beat it though. I missed so many there. Don't go chasing that rabbit there. Beginning to think it was a mistake signing you up. I probably should have, after that was done, gone over here and talked to Garm. I'll be that good someday. You can really just kind of be dicks to these guys. You slaughtered my second time tier out on the track. It's like you're trying to steal from me. I've got nothing but time now that you push me back to the slow times. You're all kind of depressing people. Alright, Nico.
Oh, hi. You another racer then? I heard someone new was talking to Mata. Always room for more, I guess. Don't know how much longer I'll be around here, but maybe we'll have time for a few races.
Yeah, I already talked to Mata about you.
I'm not sure that's any of your business. Top racers keep to their own. I don't know you. Maybe
You're
if
welcome.
you were better on the track, I might feel like talking about it. Someone who can turn out the fast times might understand. If there's anything around, it'll be at the Zerka store in their office. Hurry. All right.
Okay. You're kind of a dick. Alright, let's get back to swoop racing. Set me up with the race. Tier 3. Let's see how you do against Source Bafka Pro 2251. I beat that the first time, I think. Just gotta remember not to go chasing after that weird thing. Their bantha's off to the side. I don't think I really noticed that. Ah, damn it! I missed a bunch there at the end. So he didn't quite get it. I lost an extra 100 points, extra 100 credits there. Beat it that time. Too fast for motor racers. That's the last thing I'll be giving you. So I got a bunch of... Track is yours. Well done beating my time. Okay. Well, Nico, now that I'm the best in this place...
You again? I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting...
I convinced him to give you a better contract.
I don't believe it. I mean, I do, but I sure wasn't expecting it. I appreciate it. I really do. Now I can take my bike to the big races. There's not much of a circuit right now, but I'll be ready when it recovers.
When are you leaving?
Hard to tell. I'll get some more runs here first. I need the practice. I have to top your time.
Yep.
Thanks again. I meant it.
You suck. You know, it's interesting, I never actually talked to this guy. Unofficial run. 20 credits. No, I got nothing to say to you. I have to get your auto prints. Are you serious? You're fast for a human. And once the races are running regular again, you'll be famous. Maybe. If you start winning on a real tour, I want to be able to say I saw you when you were just starting out. How about it? Okay. You'll be a fan favorite. Some of the racers will sell the prints, but that's just rude. Put your hand on this pad. Thanks again. Seeing more of you, human. That was a little shady. You want my hand print? That seems like that's, That's something or other. There's one more store up here. Store. Cantina. Cantina. Circa officer.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the office if you want to complain about conditions here. I don't want to hear it. You swoop racers. Do you even know what it takes to run an outpost like this? As long as there's flat ground, what do you care?
I just wanted to ask some questions.
I don't really have any interest in helping you. Will this be quick?
You're not much of a spokesperson.
Like I said before, I don't much care what you think. I'll be on the street if business keeps dropping, and it will.
Duh.
All right. Nobody we've brought, that's for sure. Nothing but garbage ore.
Okay.
Good.
You got nothing to say. Gandroff. Java under us is, we care not. Yours do not care for ours. Do we miss that? Do you miss we are that are taken? We that are taken. Is this interest from your kind? Speak to him if you're acting and pretending.
Query. Is the miniature organic implying falsehood? Shall I blast it, Master?
Joe's tired of giant speak. Might as well slave to the gaffy. But you trade. Okay. I didn't even notice there was this guy in the corner.
How are the Sand People doing so much damage? Blasters beat gaffy sticks, don't they?
Well now, what can Gandroff do for you? Been a while since I've had anyone bothered talking to me. I saw you down near the track, didn't I? Or was that someone else? I've been distracted by what happened in Paris.
Yeah, I was there. What you got to say about that?
Not a problem. Might as well try to pass along some of what I know. My racing days are pretty much done.
Okay.
Ah, something I know. Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandroff is the name.
Okay.
The best place to race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and he'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Always look forward to going back. Nah, I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in the winner's circle lately, but I still race for sport, you know?
Uh-huh. What's different about Taris?
A woman. I never won on Taris, but it was always my first stop on the circuit, and the last if I could help it. That doesn't matter now. You can't ask for more certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, gone.
Aw. That's sad. He had a groupie that got blown up on Taris. How long were you racing?
Oh, well, past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. Not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young.
Why do you think
It's a cutthroat business. I've seen some of them burn out after a year. They get dangerous and don't live long. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit. But dying while you're on top is still dying. I'll pass.
Okay. What about the other racers?
I don't really talk to any of them. I know Zara's from the circuit, and we couldn't ask for a tougher lady. She's smart, too. I don't know the younger guys, but I've been watching Nico. Good to see someone doing it for the love of the race.
What makes him different?
I don't know, but some people just have something that lets the bike take them. It's like the air stops pushing back. I think you know what I mean. When the wind decides to stop fighting, you felt it. I can tell by your times.
Okay.
All right, then. Ask me again in a few years, and it'll be me. But for now, I don't know any more than the next.
Okay.
Keep safe.
Furco Nellis. Jawa server. Junix Nard. Ithorian patron. Let's talk to Junix.
Who are you then? The only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum.
To a minimum? Tell me about Tatooine.
What, did some Zerka promoter tell you to come to this planet? I pity you if you were expecting a prosperous mining outpost. Nothing here but sand and more sand. There's a little hunting and racing, but nothing that'll make a small man rich.
Tell me more about the hunting.
You got a license there, don't you? Faz's Lodge will be open to you now. Nothing more I can tell you about hunting that his lot won't. And since you got that license from Zerka, you know they look for bounties of their own. They're the ones with credits to pay and interest to protect. All right, then.
Anything out of the ordinary?
Suppose you're fishing for a reaction to the destruction of Taris. That's all anyone... Well, I'll tell you, it's about time someone kicked the Republic in the tail and got things moving. I guess the Sith are the ones that do it. Don't get me wrong, all those deaths were horrible. The war gets the money moving. Maybe they'll decide to fortify us out here.
Why? Anything more local?
No.
No, you don't know, or no, you won't tell me?
Just no. I don't look for trouble. You'll have to talk to people yourself if you want more than that. If you don't mind. All right, then.
All right, let's see what you got for sale.
The corporation only worries about keeping their own stores.
Bothan Quick Draw. Stabilizer Gauntlets. Gizka Poison. Oh, we can buy Pazak card +1 and 2. This guy must be the
Well,
Pazak.
fresh face for the game. I wonder, would you care to play? My name is Furko Nellis. My vice is Pazak.
Sounds like Jaden, is it? From Force Academy? Jedi Academy? Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Academy. Dark Forces 5. I don't know. No.
Ah, I'm sure you do, but I won't really.
No opinion on Taris?
Must I? An opinion would draw attention to myself. The Sith have shown what happens to things that draw their attention. All right.
Okay. Well, let's see. They said that little Jawa said to talk to Aziz. So let's look. There's some Jawas up here. Jawa, Anchorhead, Aziz. You there, of your kind, can you help Aziz? Could you be clear?
Statement. It is doubtful he can be clearer. Their language is difficult even for droids. He is using a trade language to try and help.
The trouble is yours, not Jawa. We must use language of trade because you listen complicated to what we say simply. Why wouldn't I understand your true language? Not a problem Jawas have. You have the ears that do not listen. Okay, fine. What is it you want? I'm the leader of the tribe. You're same leader of your tribe. Their troubles. The giants of sand. It's made of sand. The horned ghosts that take us away. Does it mean sand people? Yeah, let's call an HK-47.
Translation. 98% probability that members of the miniature organics tribe are being held by Sand People Master. Doubtless he wishes assistance.
So what's the other 2%?
Translation. 2% probability that the miniature organic is simply looking for trouble and needs to be blasted. That may be wishful thinking on my part, Master.
That's not the impression I got. What do you want from me, Aziz? He wants us to save his people, and then he'll offer trade. We have things you'll like for this service. Right, long have we scavenged among you and those that came before. What is those that came before? Place named and named again. You come to dig, but it was already dug, settled over and over. Also long ago ships fell after battles above, and now we scavenge and find the pieces. You dig the ore and dirt, and time from now we will dig you. Okay? I'll check it out when I leave. So he wants me to do some hunting for him, try to find his Jawa folk. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up there for the day. It's been 2 hours, and I got a almost 2 hour late start today, so oh well. But if you'd like to catch the previous videos, you can go over to YouTube. I'm archiving the entire playthrough over there. It's YouTube. It's NegPrimer on YouTube. And if you go to Twitch, this is where I'm live streaming it, and it's also NegPrimer over there. So just try to find me. And if you are watching it on YouTube, then please like and subscribe. But otherwise, we are done here. So I hope everybody has a good day, and we will see you on the next episode.